Now that we've learned how to set up communications with our master controller and have examined the online tree, in this next tutorial we're going to learn how to transfer files to the master. With the workspace open and the active system set to Biomed Lab System, select File Transfer from the Tools menu to bring up the File Transfer dialog box. You may also use the File Transfer button on the standard toolbar to do this. First, we'll need to add some files to the send list. There are several options to add files to the send list. Let's start with the quickest and easiest first. Click the Quick Load button to bring up the Quick Load dialog box. From the pull-down list, select whether you wish to load the entire workspace, the active system, or select a system from the list. In this case, we're only going to work with the Biomed Lab System, so we can select either the active system or specifically select the Biomed Lab System. Next, select the types of files you wish to include in the transfer. Since this is the first time we are loading this project, we will keep all of the file types selected. Click OK, then click Send to begin sending the files. It's that simple. Now, let's talk about some options you can employ for subsequent file transfers. Since we left the Remember Last Items Transferred box checked, you'll notice that the previous items we placed in the send list are still there. This may be unchecked if you don't wish to have transfer items remembered. In fact, we highly recommend that beginning programmers leave this box unchecked to avoid confusion, as it's good practice to select the files each time you wish to perform a transfer. For all future transfers, I will leave this box unchecked. You may also have noticed that each item in the list has a checkbox preceding it. One example of how this attribute is useful is if you wanted to load only the .tkn file to save time during testing. To prevent transfer of the .src file, uncheck it. Click Send to transfer only the .tkn file. There are also some file transfer preferences which may be set. Click Preferences to access the Preferences dialog box and view the list of options. Until you become more experienced as a programmer, it is recommended that you leave all of these options checked. There are 7 buttons which may be used to perform list operations. Save List allows a file list to be saved to your PC so that it may be recalled at a later time. Load List allows a saved list to be recalled. Up and Down allow you to reorder the list on an individual file basis. The Add button allows you to add specific files from any project or system available in the workspace from the Workspace tab, or individual files of any type from any location accessible to your PC. Remove allows individual files to be removed from the transfer list, and Remove All clears the transfer list. Most of these features are rarely used, but I just wanted to draw your attention to them in case you wish to use them. Lastly, the Edit button allows convenient access of the communication settings and device mapping functions. In the next section, we will begin to cover programming concepts.